I'd like to welcome you to Platform Media International, PMI Sports. Today, we are welcoming you and also presenting to you the Super Eagles of Nigeria and their sad loss to the Bafana Bafana of South Africa at the Uyo Township Stadium last weekend. This is the first time, or perhaps the second time, that the Super Eagles are finding it very difficult. The Bafana Bafana team of South Africa, as a matter of fact, the last straw that nailed the Super Eagles coffin for not qualifying for the last Nations Cup in Gabon was nailed at the Uyo Township Stadium by Bafana Bafana. And this journey just started last weekend, and the story is not good enough. The Super Eagles lost by 2-0 to the Bafana Bafana of South Africa. And if things goes that way, Super Eagles that have not qualified for the finals in 2 consecutive championships may not be in Cameroon in 2018. That's so sad. In 2019, I'm sorry. But like that, let me welcome my very good friend Opona Yamabo. Opona, where the Super Eagles seem not to be going to Nations Cup again, given if we go by what happened in the first match. The Super Eagles lost to Bafana Bafana of South Africa 2-0. That's unheard of, opponent. What is going on?
Well, I want to thank you for bringing me back here. It's football. You playing, it's not Nigerian league. You playing at home doesn't guarantee victory. You have to work for it. Now they know that it's not easy, that not all, you can't win all home games. So maybe they got to wake up and work harder.
Opponent, well, yes, it's football. Has Nigeria gone so bad that in Africa, not to have qualified for 2 consecutive finals, they didn't go to the championship that was played in 2015. They didn't go to the 21 in 2017. And they started badly by losing 2-0 to South Africa. It will be unheard of if Nigeria does not qualify for 3 consecutive finals. So if you cannot go to Nations Cup, how can we go to World Cup?
I'll go from it. I will come from a different angle. In the top 4 teams in England, in the English League, the French League, Italian League, Spanish League, top 4 teams, how many Nigerians are playing in any of those teams?
Well, 1.
Okay.
Victor Moses.
See, the quality. Nigeria always think we are giant of Africa, or Nigeria should win everything. It's not that way. If you look at Africa, almost every African country have players in all the top leagues. When your players are not playing at the highest level, or when they are up there but they are not playing games, it's going to affect how your national team plays.
Opponent, a country that produced Stephen Keshi, Nwankwo Kanu, Austin J.J. Okocha, Sunday Olise. What has gone wrong that we cannot produce 1 star after the exit of those players in about 6 or 7 years ago? How come?
You are calling names.
Yes.
You're calling names, you're saying names that love to play football, not money. You're calling names, People, there are people that say, I want to play football. I want people to see me play football, and people are happy. Those are the names you are calling. You are talking about players now, and all the players want to make money. Yes, they want to make money. But they don't want to play. Are they playing the game from their heart? That's another thing we have to look into. And I think it is because look every before you know, this player they've gone to there's money in China, they've gone to China. I'm not saying you cannot make money. Please don't I don't want people to get me wrong. I'm not saying that. But how many people want to enjoy, like say they enjoy playing the game? I love the game. I want to play the game where they can relax and play.
Okay, let's narrow it down. Opponent, why is it so difficult that no Nigerians playing in the top league in the world? What is the problem? You play soccer in Nigeria and also Malaysia. What is going on that Nigerians cannot be found in the top teams in Spain, Italy, England, and France? What's the problem?
1, because we don't have business players.
What do you mean by business players?
We don't have players that want to win. Players that want to play to win.
So what has contributed to that culture, or players not wanting to win?
You see, you need to play from certain level that they instill that into you, and most of our players are lacking that.
Opponent, in your okay, you are when I say your generation has to do with Finidi George, perhaps Sondo Kocha, Taribo West,
Kanu Wankwo.
So, are you telling me that the culture then is better than what we have now?
Yes, it's better. I went through the youth. People will say, "Oh, you went through the youth step. Did you play for Nigeria?" Not everybody will play for Nigeria. Celestin Babayaro played for Nigeria. What team did he play for in Nigeria?
The Babayaro.
Yeah, Celestin Babayaro, the one that played. What team did he play for Nigeria? But he was given the opportunity. He grabbed it, and he utilized it. What I'm saying, I played with Taribo in Sharks. When we were in Sharks, after 1990, the FA Cup, we went back home. Taribo decided when Kano Zone, BCC Lions. Taribo decided to go for trials. He went to Rangers. When he came back, they was also giving 15,000. Me and Taribo were supposed to get 15,000 sign-on fee. Then Sinclair said to Taribo, "Oh, all these young boys want to help you boys. You guys should just be misbehaving because you want to trials." And Taribo said, "No, I don't want the money. If you talk to me, I don't want it." He went to Rangers and collected 8,000. And Taribo was a hero. When Taribo walked out of another Zikiwe Stadium, the whole stadium stands for him. Like me, I played through youth system. I was in Sharks for 2 years, 90, 91. I did not play a game. 92 when I played, we took Sharks to Division 1. And we were the least goal conceding team. You see the record, 20 goals. And NFA gave us 20,000 naira for that. You need to love to. I play under Coach Apollo, under Coach Sinclair. They tell you, play the game, money will come. We need players that want to play, that love to play for Nigeria. Not they are playing, they are thinking, oh, the next flight I'm going back. Let me go. When you come to play for Nigeria, you play for Nigeria.
So are you telling me that people like Kelechi Iheanacho, Ahmed Musa, Ogenyo Nazi, Kenneth Omeru, Ederson Echeji went through Pepsi Academy and went to Flying Eagles. He was here in 2007 with the Flying Eagles that lost to Chile 4-0 in Ottawa. So what I'm trying to say, these are players that went through the ranks. So what is going on? Because you are telling me youth team.
Let me put it this way. For the past 12 years, you know who's been Nigerian best player? Our goalkeeper. I've been Nigerian best player. There's so much in the position. Yes, I've been Nigerian best player because I have been the most consistent player in Nigeria. He's been Nigerian best player. There's so much that player can do. There's so much he can do before things start falling apart. He's been our best player. Who was better than Vincent Yama? He was consistent for the past 10 years. He's been consistent playing for Nigeria every year out. How much can he contribute? He's a goalkeeper. In the South Africa World Cup, to me, he was the best goalkeeper in South Africa World Cup. But he was from Nigeria. World Cup in South Africa. He was the best, to me, in my opinion, he was the best. Go watch the saves he made. He was the best goalkeeper in that tournament. But he's from Nigeria. Nigeria didn't qualify. Who's going to look into that? Nothing. Nobody going to say anything about that.
So, okay. So you are saying the system contributed to this?
The system contributed to it. You can see, okay, look from after US 94. After US 94, you see everything start changing. Everything start changing. Everything start dwindling. Everything start going down. Everything start changing. Everything start changing. You know, you've been a journalist in Nigeria. People play Nigeria League, they score 9 goals. They've been top goal scorer for the season is still on. Everybody want to go out. I'm not saying you cannot go out to play. But when it comes to national team, when we don't do well, let us really look, let us pragmatically look at why we are not doing well. Not just shout, oh, this player didn't do. No, you don't have the quality to win. That's why you're not winning.
Okay. What about players that actually made it to Europe? Why is it that when they come home, they don't play?
Because when they come home, they become big boys.
So, opponent, we are painting a very hopeless picture. So, you are saying a country of 1 million cannot raise 22 players that can surprise the world. Has it gone that bad?
Not that you cannot raise 22 players. You can raise 22 players. But the mindset is there. The coach is there. How can the coach psych the players to play for
Okay,
him.
you just mentioned the coach. Geno Raw has been the coach, and this is the 14th game, and this is the first time he's losing. But the surprising thing is that this is the match that will set the pace for us to go to Cameroon in 2019 Nations Cup.
You remember when he came and you were praising him, I said, you have to
No, I
take it.
didn't.
Yeah, you when he was okay, you could praise him.
No,
And
I
I
didn't.
said, look, we have to wait. You see, it's not how far, it's how well. If you check the Brazilians, right from the 70s to the 80s and 90s, when they go to World Cup in all qualifying games, they win, they win. They don't concede any goal. The first game they concede, when they go to the knockout stage, once they concede, they lose, they're out. That has been the problem with Brazilians too. From the check the 70s, 90s, they don't concede goals, they win all the knockout stages games. Once they get on the preliminary stages, once they get to knockout, once they concede a goal, that's it, they're out.
So this problem of the Super Eagles presently, what do you narrow it to then? Is it the coaching? Is it the players? Is it the administrator? Or is it a combo?
It's a combination of different things.
Why were the players strolling on the pitch? You attribute that to big man mentality.
Let me put it this way. When you play games, sometimes you play game, it's not working, it's not going on well. Maybe a player on the pitch can decide to take over and side the team.
There was nothing like that.
There was nothing like that. They play the game, it's not going well, they turn to the bench. Now they want a reaction from the coach. Nothing is coming from there.
So, yeah. So
Then it's zero. There's no leader. Now, I'm not saying this because they lost the game, but I'm saying this because once there's a problem and you cannot find a solution, there's nobody that can lead.
Where did you get that goalkeeper from? Daniel Akpeyi? You don't know.
Well, players, they need to try players.
You were a
right?
goalkeeper. Was that goalkeeper good enough for Nigeria?
Well, we lost, so you can say it's not good enough.
Okay, the reason they say because Nigeria lost because Victor Moses and Michael Obi was not in the team. Do you buy that?
A player can make a team win, and a player can also make a team lose. But as you say, with the population of Nigeria, bringing up 22 players to represent Nigeria when they cannot win and they complain that because this man don't play, I don't think it's acceptable.
Good. So, do we have hope?
Yeah, we have hope. Let us see. Maybe the coach will go back to the drawing.
Oh, I hate that word, Opo, the drawing board. That word
Let
has
me
been
come.
abused.
No,
Going back to the drawing board. Don't use it, sir.
Okay, he will go rethink
Okay.
his strategy, how he wants to play. It's something like say going back to the drawing board. Now he's going to go rethink, go and watch that video and say, okay, what happened? Or are we saying because it's off season in Europe? I want to play devil advocate here now. I would say because it's the off season in Europe, maybe it's off season, so our players are relaxed. They're supposed to rest.
Or they underrated the South Africans.
They're supposed to be resting. They're playing, or they underrated the South Africans. It's different. It's a combination of different things. But the bottom line is there's no room for excuse. You lost.
Can we recover from this?
Yes, it's possible. We can recover.
Okay. Opo, then that's on a very confusing note because we seem not to be able to narrow it down to certain things about what is the problem of Super Eagles.
But this particular game, I don't want to put blame on anybody, but it's a competitive game and it's the end of the season in Europe. And you know, Nigerian players have attitude. It's the end of the season in Europe. And most of those players will think...
After 1 week, they have gone reckless.
Yeah, they'll think it's time for us to rest.
And lost.
I can attribute that loss to that they think it's time for them to rest. But
or maybe it's not South Africa, we can walk over them.
You see, it's time for us to rest. It's South Africa. It doesn't matter.
Okay. Well, we'll be here. We'll see whether Nigeria can recover from that. But it's unheard of that Nigeria will lose to South Africa in their own backyard. But again, that record has been created to the Super Eagles technical advisor from Germany, Geno. And the players all have to be blamed that Awaziem and Trust Ekong, Shehu Abdullahi and Edas and Chejile could not stop South Africans from scoring 2 goals in a very easy
Yeah, but you got to
period.
understand, you've been given the opportunity. It doesn't matter whether it's off season, it's on season. You've been given the opportunity, you did not use it.
And the sad part of it all is that throughout the match, Nigeria did not have one single shot on goal. And we had Kelechi Iheanacho and Harles Iwobi of Arsenal, which is pathetic.
Yeah, that's
Well, Opponent, I want to thank you for coming. We seem not to be able to trash Super Eagles' problem. And again, it's a very hopeless situation, and it's sad, very sad. And I guess the Super Eagles, the technical advisor, the technical department, the coaches, the players, these have pulled their ears, and the fans have drawn a sand on the soil, a line on the sand to say, well, Nigeria need to be in the Nations Cup.
No, they'll come back. I know they'll come back.
Well, opponent, on that hopeful note, I want to thank the viewers for watching. Super Eagles of Nigeria losing to South Africa, Bafana of South Africa, 2-0. I wish it's